Hi, friends. It's Mrs. Crislip here, and I noticed earlier that Mrs. G read you guys a story called 1, 2, 3 to the Zoo, and it made me think about my favorite zoo animals, and mine happens to be the giraffe. I love going to the zoo and seeing the giraffes because they have really long necks and really long tongues, and I think they're fascinating. So I made this giraffe craft out of a piece of paper, and I call it my cone animal. And I can carry it around with me and have fun and use it with my blocks and all kinds of things. But it's made out of some really simple materials that maybe you have at your house. So once again, I'm going to put up a supply list for our art project, and you can pause the video if you need to. But for this one, I got one piece of yellow paper and a half piece of brown paper. But maybe you only have white paper at your house. You can choose to color it yellow and brown if you want to make a giraffe like me, or maybe you're going to think about it and create your favorite animal. So maybe it's a red panda and you want to use a piece of red paper instead. You can choose to do that and look up a picture of a panda's face and make a face for it. Otherwise, you're going to need some tape, a pair of scissors, a glue stick, and a marker to draw the face. You could use crayons or pens or pencils, whatever you have at your house. And even the tape that I'm using today, gosh, it's not really going to be Scotch tape because I ran out. So I just have some packing tape. But whatever you have will make your craft be just fine. All right, so let me show you what I did first. And I'm going to move the screen down again so that you can see my workstation. I first took this piece of yellow paper and I took it by the corner and I rolled it and rolled it, and I used two hands so I can make it nice and easy to roll it up like this. So then I have this long piece like this. And I'm going to take my piece of tape now, and I'm going to, see this edge right here? I'm going to attach it down so that it doesn't come apart. So I put my piece of tape on like that. Then I'm going to decide that this small end is going to be my top, and this is going to be my bottom. But if you notice, this one is sitting. That's why I need my scissors. So I'm going to take my pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut right at the bottom. So I make a nice flat edge so this one can stand up too. Pretty nifty. And this is the scrap piece of paper. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm actually going to use it. This is how I'm going to make my face. So for my giraffe, I made a big oval. And at the bottom of the oval, I made a semicircle. That's for his nose. And I'm going to give him two nostrils. And giraffes have these little horns at the top. So I'm going to make two little lines and circles at the top. Giraffes also have ears. So I'm going to bring out these little shapes on the side that look like upside down teardrops. And I made him some ears. Then I'm going to make my giraffe some eyes. And I'm going to give it some hair. And maybe a little smile. That makes my giraffe look happy. Giraffes make me happy, so I think I'll make my giraffe happy too. Then I'm going to glue it onto the top here after I cut it out. And the last thing I did was to take some brown paper, and I tore the brown paper into little pieces. And then I took those pieces and I glued them on. So I hope that you make a giraffe too, or some other animal. Don't forget to show us some blooms. Bye, friends.